Okay, today we are doing angle measures and we're going to just name and classify the angles. So, starting with the definition. Okay, this is an angle, and when you're naming an angle, you name it by using where it bends. For example, the name of this angle is angle BGK, and since there's only one G, then you could also just say angle G. The vertex is where the angle bends, or the middle letter if you're only looking at the letters. All angles are measured in degrees, so you will need to make sure, for example, if this angle were 25 degrees, you would need to make sure you put your degree symbol. All right, first of all, we have a right angle. For example, in this picture, this is a 90-degree angle. So we would say that the measure of angle A is 90 degrees. This is an acute angle, so therefore angle B has to be less than 90 degrees. And we're going to rewrite this. I don't like the order of this, so we're going to rewrite it. And we're going to say angle C is obtuse, so therefore the angle, the measure of angle C, has to be greater than 90 but less than 180. Anytime you're writing a inequality like this, the smallest number needs to come first. So obtuse angles have to be between 90 and 180. All right, so now let's talk about some classification here. So we've got this angle, so we could call this angle DOG. So I could say angle DOG, or since there's only one angle, we could just call it angle O. The vertex is O. The measure is 35 degrees, and we're going to classify it as acute. Okay, this angle is angle LMN because M is where it bends. So angle LMN, or since there's only one M, we could also call it angle M. The vertex is M. The measure is 107 degrees, and this one is obtuse. Now, down here, we have three separate angles. We have this angle here, so we have angle PKS. So I'm going to name angle PKS. We also have angle SKC. Notice it has different tick marks. So angle SKC, and remember, if it has different tick marks, it means it's a different size. And then we have the big angle, the one that goes all the way, which is a combination of these two. So this would be angle PKC. And with that said, using that same picture, so I'm going to redraw the picture over here. We're going to use this picture for both of these problems. So we've got K is here. We've got P up here. We have S right here, and we have C down here. All right, so just like segment addition, this piece plus this piece equals the whole piece, angle addition works the same way. So we could say angle PKS, so angle PKS plus angle SKC equals PKC. So we have this one plus this one equals the whole thing. All right, so if that's the case, if angle PKS is 25, PKS, so if this is 25 degrees, and the measure of SKC, SKC is 47 degrees, then what is PKC, the whole thing? So you would say angle PKS plus angle SKC equals angle PKC. So that would be 25 plus 47 equals angle PKC. So what is 25 and 47? it is 72 degrees. So the measure of the whole angle is 72 degrees. All right, so now I'm going to erase this so that I can use the picture again. So I'm going to erase those marks there. All right, so now it says if the measure of PKC, so PKC, so the whole thing is 70 degrees, so I'm going to put the whole thing as 70 degrees. CKS is this bottom piece down here, so CKS is x plus 10, and then SKP, which is this piece up here, is x. So we know that the top piece plus the bottom piece equals the whole piece. So again, I'm going to rewrite. So angle PKS plus angle SKC equals angle PKC. So PKS is this piece here, PKS, so that's x, plus SKC, which would be the second piece here, is x plus 10, equals the whole thing. The whole thing is 70. So now I'm just going to solve for x. So by combining my two terms here, I've got 2x plus 10, and then bring this side down, 70. So if I subtract 10 from both sides, cancels out. I've got 2x equals 60. Divide both sides by 2. X is 30. So my answer, x is 30. All right. Now we also have an angle bisector, just like a midpoint. Cut a segment in half. An angle bisector is a ray that divides an angle into two congruent angles. So this angle is congruent to this angle, so I mark it with the same tick marks. So I would say that angle MPN is congruent to angle NPR. So it works exactly the same as your segments, but this time it's just with angles. So if ray AF, so here's ray AF, it bisects angle RAE, so that means this piece is equal to this piece. If RAF is 35 degrees, then what is FAE? Well, if these two are equal, then isn't FAE also 35 degrees? So I would say the measure of angle FAE is also 35 degrees. Now, what is the measure of the whole thing? So what is the measure of angle RAE? Well, then we would add them together and we would get that the whole thing is 70. All right. AF bisects angle RAE. So again, it's being bisected, so these two are equal. So make sure you put their equal marks on there if they're equal. FAE, so this one is 6x minus 20. RAF, this one up here, is x plus 15. And it says to find x and FAE. Well, these two angles we know are the same because they have the same marks, so I'm going to put them as being equal. So x plus 15 is equal to 6x minus 20. So then I'm going to do my math here. So I subtract x from both sides. So I get 15 is equal to 5x minus 20. And then I'm going to add this 20 to both sides. And I get 35 is equal to 5x. And then I'm going to divide both sides by 5. And I find out that x is 7. So x is 7. Now they want me to find angle FAE. Well, if FAE is 6x minus 20 and x is 7, that means 6 times 7, minus 20. So that's 42 minus 20. 42 minus 20 is 22. So the measure of angle FAE is 22 degrees. So if this angle is 22 degrees, well then this angle is also 22 degrees. So the whole angle is 44 degrees. The end.